Chill, lovely jazz. Happy Monday. It's June 23rd. And it's 1,000 degrees outside here in Jersey City, where I'm coming to you from. I'm Jen Schiffer, and I just realized I got coffee all over my book. Anyway, yeah, today's a later stream than usual. I also didn't even schedule it. I wasn't even gonna go live. Today's just been wackadoodle. Not any more than usual, but still wackadoodle nonetheless. My name is Jen Schiffer. Welcome to my stream. I just had half of a heavy sandwich, and I'm ready to rock. I got my hot coffee, even though it's 100 degrees outside. But to balance that out, I got my room temperature green tea. Let me know in the chat or the comments, if you're a VOD watcher, what you are drinking. So, before I get into it, let's see, what is new since over the weekend? Really the main thing is that we're experiencing, like, well, we're in war. That's one thing. That's, like, everybody knows that, right? I don't need to announce that. It's a heat wave in the New York City area. It's 95 out right now. But tomorrow the high is 100. I was thinking of going to aerial yoga, but to be safe, I'm gonna stay inside and stay hydrated. Yoga will be there for me when things get cooler, but don't want to risk my health. What else? Oh, I started reading. Well, I started a little bit ago. But I've actually started, like, sitting down reading Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. I'm 105 pages in. It's an almost 400-page book, but it is, the subtitle's Indigenous Wisdom, Scientific Knowledge, and the Teachings of Plants. So Robin Wall Kimmerer is a science writer, ecologist, and enrolled member of the Citizen Potawatomi Nation. She's indigenous, and her writings, she's a beautiful writer. Beautiful writer. Each chapter, you can read this just like a chapter at a time, is her speaking to a different plant that has some importance in her life. And she ties in storytelling from her indigenous ancestors, her own exploration of her indigenous ancestry, the plant itself scientifically, like what's going on, and how it all ties together. It's a lovely book. I highly recommend it. And whenever I share it on Blue Sky that I was reading it, and whenever I do, people say like it's such a good book. So this came recommended on a table at the Strand. It was like a staff pick, and I had heard about it, and so I was like, okay, I'll take it. So reading that now. I've been up since 8 a.m. this morning. Ever since I quit my job, I would just go back to sleep after I take my morning pill. Because I take thyroid medication. You can't eat before or after. And so I would wake up and I would take it, and then I'd go back to bed and sleep in. But I'm trying to like not do that. Especially because it's getting hotter out, and I'm like, oh, I should probably like do my chores in the morning before it gets hotter. Because it's daylight out and cooler versus doing it at night when it's dark out, and people hassle me. So I wrote a little bit about that in my weekly retro on Live Laugh blog. So that's out now, livelaugh.blog. In case you didn't know, I write a weekly like photo retro on my week. It's a retrospective. There's a delicious lentil shepherd's pie. These teeth are made of wax, but like they look like real teeth, right? And then I go into the things that I really enjoyed this week, which is a very good segue into what I was doing on Thursday's stream. I've been streaming kind of consistently Monday through Thursdays. So on Thursday's stream, I was working on my personal site, jenschiffer.com, and specifically my web wing, which are a web ring of all of my glitch projects that I'm migrating forward. And in that Thursday stream, I was struggling with these controls here. But as you can tell, I am no longer struggling. And that is thanks to, as I listed on the things I enjoyed this week, this learncssgrid.com tutorial, which is probably really old. I don't know. Someone in the chat last week said just ask ChatGPT. And I could have. I don't think I have an account, but it's just going to pull it from resources like this. Also, love this. Love what this is doing. What I was struggling with was the sizing of this and being able to fit the long names here. So I do have like a word break happening. But it was like changing size. It just like wasn't doing exactly what I wanted it to do. And that's important, especially if you're on mobile. So if you were to go to activate, it'll open this, and this is an iframe. And yeah, this is very nice. There's not a lot of like movement of buttons moving around. I want them to stay as stationary as possible, because if you're using your finger to like kind of whatever, I might do like a swipe feature in the future. Feature in the future. Future. Anyway. So this is what my issue was with the CSS grid. I was just copying and pasting stuff, which is like how you start to learn. At least that's how I started to learn web development. But then I got to the point where I needed to like actually know what I was doing, and so I just needed a refresher. Or not even a refresher, because refreshing implies I knew and then I lost it. I've only known the minimal basics of grid. Like I know that if you set display to be grid, then the child items of the grid element will be rows. I did know it in line grid, but that makes sense that it wouldn't be the full width. Then there's explicit grid, which I was using, am using. Why don't I just open up the code of where I'm doing? Let's close this out. Okay. Web wing. Here we are. So in the web wing header, I have that navigation, and the 3 items are the previous button, the URL, and the next button. And so what have I modified that I haven't changed? Oh, I guess I never deployed these changes. That's fun. Okay. I was just checking. So how do I see now? I don't want Nova to show me this diff. How do I close? There we go. Oh. Okay, that's cool. Good to know. And I guess this is preview. Oh, okay. Still learning. I'm still learning how to use the editor. So yeah. So my nav. So the nav is the grid. I have a display grid. And then the template columns is where I say that I have 3 columns because I want them to be alongside each other. Bloop, blip, blip, blip versus blip, blip, blip. And then this is where I was just using them. I had no idea what they were. These FR units. It's like a fraction. The FR unit helps create flexible grid tracks. It represents a fraction of the available space in the grid container. Works like flexbox's unitless values. You can do some crazy shit with grid template columns. Like this example here. Like you can be so specific. This is why it's very powerful, but also very complicated. Like here we have 3 rem, and rem, I never. Remainder left over. No, that's a parenthesis. Relative to font size. Anyway. Oh, go back. So we're mixing 3 rem and then 25% of the available space, and then you divide it by 3 because there's 3 fractions here, and then that's how those are allocated. The math is crazy. So this was enough to be like, okay, I know what I'm doing now. I think my issue was that I set a max width so that on the desktop the buttons are not too far from each other. But I think what I was doing wrong was I wasn't setting the alignment correctly on the buttons. So watch. I'm gonna open this in a... in the browser here. Remember last stream I had it so if you add the webwing equals true query parameter, it will open up the webwing by default. See? It still works. I didn't break anything. So, let's look at here. We're gonna inspect. So I have DevTools open. Here we have nav, and then here we have grid. And you can click it, and it'll show the grid. So like, here I'm gonna edit this to be 3 fractions, 2 fractions. Oh wait. There we go. Someone just sounded like they biffed it outside in the hall. Rip. So you see how these buttons here, this one here is left aligned? That's because I quite literally just said have the first child be aligned left, have the third child be aligned right. I could just add a class to each of these divs, but I didn't. Because I was working so much in the CSS that I'm like, let me just explicitly call it there. Anyway, div problem solved. Webwing accomplished. So, let's see. We want to style the nav. Part 2, learn grid, ding dong. I did it. I learned CSS grid. Also, I want to point out something else that's crazy. Okay, you got the gutters, the gaps, positioning items by grid line numbers. Insane. That's crazy. This, so when I understand grid, I can't do it off the top of my head, but I know what can be done. And this stuff is insane. Like, you can do some really sophisticated stuff. Naming grid lines. Like, and I'm pretty sure that these are inspectable examples. Are they? Maybe they're not. These are flex. Whatever. The simpler examples are inspectable. It makes sense. Naming and positioning by grid areas. Header, content, cyber, footer. That's crazy. Being able to like label elements by name in attribute values versus class names makes my brain a little electrified in a like good way, but also keep this away from me. This is like the Nathan Fielder and Connor O'Malley of CSS. I appreciate the art. Do not have me in the same room as those guys. They terrify me. Those are my sleep paralysis demons. I hope they keep making content. I will watch it, but also do not put me in a room with them. That's how I feel about CSS Grid. One thing I like about CSS Grid is that stretching is the default value for justification of the items. It's very convenient. Like, this makes more sense when making a calendar versus an HTML table, which is what I would have done in the past. So, nice guide. I have to check out these other resources. Thank you, Jonathan Suh. What have you been up to? Not blogging since 2018. Can't relate. Hamburger. Oh, cute. Just different hamburger CSS menu stuff. Ooh. Spin. Okay. Boring. I like boring. Very cool. Very cool. What's red leg? Oh, it's a website they designed. Cute. New York sports fan. Based out of Chicago. Lover of Nike. I have new walking shoes that were supposed to arrive today. I even mentioned it in my blog, and then I got this ominous email from Nike that was like, your shoes are on the way. I'm like, yeah, I know. And then I get an email from not FedEx. It's not FedEx. UPS being like, your items will be rescheduled for tomorrow. Not that I'm going on a treadmill in this heat, but anyway, I hope that all the delivery truck drivers are safe in this heat, and I hope they have air conditioning, and if they don't, I hope they go on strike. Okay, what do we want to do next? Move and improve, activate button. I still want to look into this Cloudflare bullshit. You know what might be interesting? Maybe, and if you're on here live, let me know what you think. I can continue working on Webwing, this like improving where the activate button is, or I can let's see. I can look into here and think about how to migrate some of this stuff in. I definitely need to import Apology Hero. Definitely need to do friendly emoji. Friendly words, not necessarily my problem. Also, I don't know if I even have NPM access. I think I am on my personal account on NPM with that package. I don't think it's a glitch email. Hello Blue Sky Sheep. I'm gonna have to migrate, but that's definitely gonna need. I don't think that's gonna need anything on .com. GemPM. That's what happens when you install npm install genshifter. Ooh, chatbot. Trying to think what can Apology Hero run? All I'm doing is serving the page files. So this could be a static page. I'm using Browserify. So theoretically, in theory, I should be able to migrate this into static. Fuck it, we're doing it. We are making a new folder called Apology Hero. And we are going to make it run. Wait, oh no, I did want to save that. What did I do? What did I do? Okay, yeah. That sounds about right. Okay. What I'm gonna do is, stage, commit, fuck off, into the ether and deploy. Okay. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna find this in my, okay, Apology Hero. Copy. Delete. Where did it go? Gosh, very annoying that when I have this highlighted and I hit Command V, it uploads it to its local. Oh, here we go. Okay. We're gonna get rid of all the stuff we don't need. Look at all that bash history. I love that we include that in the glitch export. God bless. Config. There's no data. We don't need to. No, we don't need that. No. Let's delete that. Delete. Now, what if we moved views into there? And we got rid of this, and then we got app. Okay, this is the game configuration. If you have no idea what Apology Hero is, it's a game. I'll show it in a sec. Oh yeah, we need, let's get rid of we're going to replace clean this up a little bit. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Why would I include a screenshot without renaming the file name? Ba-da-ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Slash glitch slash apology hero slash play. We're gonna replace this with this, whatever. I love when like the browser's like, error, you don't have a favicon. That's not an error, it's a choice. This is forcing HTTPS. We actually don't need that anymore. Oopsie. Apology hero. Slash public. I think we need that here too, yes. Slash glitch, slash apology hero, slash public. There's no script. This is just the index page. And then we have the play page. Glitch slash apology hero slash public. Yeah. I don't need old analytics. Remove the glitch link. Change this to jennifer.com. Slash glitch slash apology hero. Whoa. Whoa! These are my audio files for booing and applause. Okay. Also, we're gonna do a little slash slash. Slash slash. Okay. Let's see what happens when we stop being polite and start getting real. Okay. Apology hero. Start playing. Allow. Okay, we got not found. Models. Okay, cool. So, what we have to do is link to glitch slash apology hero slash config slash models. Right? Because it's in. I know it's in public. Public. This is using an API for face detection to detect your emotion. I don't think we're loading anything else from the URL. Let's see. That might be it. So there's that. Config. Okay, we're gonna have to... I don't know if this will load. Allow. Still not finding it. Why are there no models? Oh, they're here. Okay. Oh, you know what it is? App I've updated, but I have to build. Therefore, cd glitch apology hero pn run build for oh for the install. I wonder if, because I have a package.json file in this nested folder, if DigitalOcean, oh no, oh gosh, I've been beach balled. I'm getting beach balled during an npm build. This is a disaster. Oh, here we go. Okay. Also, I don't need node 14. Okay. Let's try that again. Required? I already... Oh, I forgot to save. Oh gosh, beach balled again. Oh my gosh. I have like a zit right on the bridge of my nose that actually it's not as painful right now as it was this morning, but I woke up and I scrunched my face as I yawned and I was like, what bit my nose? And what bit my nose was my own hormones. My own hormones. What is this bullshit? Okay, wait. Now my package.json saved, so now I'm gonna run npm install again. Since it is not required for me to have node 14. I'm going to remember as I'm migrating all my node apps from Glitch that I do not have to use node from 500,000 years ago anymore. I'm doing what every developer does when they're waiting for an npm run script to go through. I'm checking my phone. Someone said I posted on Blue Sky and Mastodon that I'm streaming, and then I'm later that I want to because of a sandwich. Well, it was a mozzarella with broccoli rabe sandwich. Why did it fail? Oh, is this why that had that no jip? Ugh, gosh. Oof. Oof. I think that I just needed to install Node.jip. And if the glitch export has the .jip file in it, which I deleted, cause whatever. Da, da, da. Okay. I might be doing this wrong. I just wanted to give people the gift of laughter through code. I'm trying to open up this. Okay. Let's see. Node. What is this an alias to? Okay. Why was this installing? Building TensorFlow. Interesting. It's not what I asked for, but what if maybe I have to use Node 14. Stop beach balling me. Perhaps using a TensorFlow node app as my first node app migrated inside was not the best route to go for a quick and easy win. It has to be done nonetheless, but... Okay, so now we're downloading the tensors. The bindings. So we're getting this. So I guess it is just because I'm using like an old ass version of TensorFlow. Because I'm afraid to update it. I miss Glitch's like libraries IO update feature in a package.json where there's like a drop down that'd just be like, oh, these are packages that need up to date. We popped off on that with that one. Okay, so we're beach balled, we're downloading, we're building bindings. I'm stretching. Okay. Why is my webcam have that border around it? What are these black bars next to me? What is that? I don't like it. We're still building bindings. I think this is going to fail. Crash, maybe? Make like Dave Matthews and Crash? Is that anything? I did a little laundry today. And I was gonna go to yoga, but then I was in the elevator to get to the laundrette. And it was so warm that I was like, maybe I won't do any active exercise. It's not so much the yoga part, it's the commute, which is fully outdoors, walking out in direct sunlight for 15 to 20 minutes each way back. That is the problem with that sandwiching an hour of intense activity, regardless of whether it's in air conditioning or not. I get to the laundromat, there's one washer left, which if anyone who follows me on Mastodon, there's nothing quite triggering than going to a shared laundry space and seeing one person taking up all but one washer. It's just so inconsiderate. It's inconsiderate like this beach ball situation we have right here. And I'm gonna wait it out, and I'm gonna keep talking about doing laundry. Anyway, so I go in, there's one washer available, and I need two. I tried shoving everything in one washer, and I was like, no, Jennifer, this is crazy. You need two. So I pull out the unessential stuff that didn't need to be cleaned over the next couple of days. And then this woman comes to put her stuff in the dryer. You fucking kidding me? Command failed. This is baloney bullshit. You know what we're gonna do? We're going to manually replace the stuff on build. We're just gonna do it. Anyway, the woman, there's a woman out there who has all of the washers. Oh, is that why I was getting a weird display? No, can't be that. Let's do, okay. So, we're just manually building the build script. So why not? This woman's using all of the washers except one. But and her stuff is mostly done. Well, there's a couple that were done, and then there was hers. And so I assume they were all hers, but they were not. So she's starting to put stuff in the dryer, but not everything. She's waiting on a couple more washes to be done, which was annoying because it was like, girl, I need a washer. Can you spare me a crumb of washing machine? And then, so I wait on the bench outside of this little laundry room. I'm like, I'll sit it out. I put my stuff in the one washer so that nobody can come in ahead and take it ahead of me, because that would send me, I would end up in prison. Come on, bitch, build. So this other woman comes down. Turns out she's got washers to put in the dryer. We'll call her the older lady. There's a younger lady and the older lady. I'm probably in between the ages. Ugh. Prettier stopper. Okay, well, I'm gonna interrupt it. Is it trying to prettify my like insane build code? Oh yeah, duh. Whoops. Okay, it's gonna, when that error comes up again, we'll just be like disable. So younger lady's got a bunch of the washers. She's waiting to put her stuff in the dryer. Older lady comes down, put her washer stuff in the dryer. She says to the younger lady, they clearly know each other. She says to the younger lady, like, you know, the other day I came down in the laundry. This person was using all the washers except for one, and they said, oh, there's one left, and I needed two, and next time I'm gonna say something. So this is like watching a future me in action, because there is nothing that pisses me off quite like seeing that one person's using up all of the washers. Meanwhile, the two of them are chatting instead of emptying their washers, and I'm waiting there so I can put my second load in the washer. So finally I just said, like, excuse me, I'll get around. I was like, I need a second washer. And the woman emptied it. So I have two wash loads on. One is, I don't understand this laundry. The washers are all the same, except one's 25 minutes and one is 30 minutes. Don't know why. And I had one on 10 minutes ahead of the other because I was waiting, and the two of them are continuing to talk. The older woman's like, yeah, I'm gonna say something next time, and the younger person, you know, plays devil's advocate. Although, is it devil's advocate if you were the devil yourself? Like, she clearly is someone who's used all the washers, and she goes, oh, you know, it's hard, like, I wish that they would let us have in-unit washer and dryers, because in this building you can't have your own in-unit washer and dryer. This is close after saving. So you can't have in-unit washer and dryers in our building. And it's not so much like the building doesn't want people to have autonomy. It's just the fact that this building cannot handle the infrastructure of every unit having a washing machine. That's a lot of water and drainage, and this is like a building full of condos, and it's an old building too. And you can always tell when someone new has moved in and brought a washer and dryer, because we'll get the passive-aggressive email from building management that's like, hey, reminder, you're not allowed to have your own in-unit washer and dryer. Do I agree? I don't know, I have no skin in the game. I don't own a unit in this place, and I never would. The idea of, like, spending, like, I don't know how much these units cost, probably $1 million. Pay $1 million and you share walls with strangers? That's crazy to me. And you don't get to, like, use your own washer and dryer? Like, I get it, but I'm just gonna copy. You're probably like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. What am I doing? We're just gonna copy and paste everything from build. Let's turn off the prettier extension. We don't need that on right now. Just so we could save that. Cause this is I accidentally hit save on a minified P5 file and this happened. And yeah. Anyway, we're gonna replace build with LOL. Now, let's see. I literally just want to get the bare minimum working here. Bitch. Cannot find module config setup. What? What? Okay. Oh no, I accidentally hit paste. Allow. Okay. Let's refresh. Allow. So, what this should do is, let me play my game. What failed? What unhandled promise? Let's go to... Okay, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna test this out in a real browser. I'm gonna keep this open because I'm afraid I'm gonna forget. Bum, bum, bum. Ugh. Dock to the bottom. Okay. So here we have the index. Now let's start playing. We're gonna allow. Why isn't it asking for microphone? I mean... It's okay, I'm getting all the models. S. Oh, it's the back. Okay. Oh, here we go. What is our error? Favicon. Network error when attempting to fetch resource. Okay. Well, then we do Genzo. Let's detect my face. I am sorry. Or am I? Actually, I'm not sorry. This is just a game. It uses machine learning and facial recognition in a good way, but like the bar is pretty low for is it detecting? Okay. Okay, so that's working. But what is this uncaught network error when attempting to reach resource? Is the error in... Oh, is it because it's Nova? What if... I think this should be fine. I think it should be fine. Can we delete this? Where's the trash? Free me. See? It's gonna stay there for the rest of my life. We're gonna rename this to LOL. We're gonna leave a comment on top. This was a build file, but building keeps failing post glitch migration. So to do, get the build to work. LOL. Bum bum bum. And we're going to that's my license. We have to get slash glitch slash apology hero slash public. Oh no. Glitch assets. And in fact, we can make this the favicon. Slash glitch slash apology hero glitch s.png. There we go. Okay, I don't think there's any other assets referenced in here. Let's... You have to forgive. No, span of 2.5 weeks. I think that this will caught. Maybe this won't be an issue when it's no longer local. I don't know. What is... This is just building. Browse for app.js. This is just requiring... Okay. And I'm gonna delete node modules. Let's see what happens when we whatever. I'm gonna build this. I'm gonna deploy this change. These are all stage all. Or import apology. Let me change my display capture to I have to close Nova. I have to like force quit it. So don't close. Okay. Now we are dependent upon the browser for display capture. Let's reopen. Nova unexpectedly, whatever. Sure. Okay. I want to go back to extensions and turn prettier back on. Is there a setting to be like I want to be like, don't do it if the file is fucking huge. Da, 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 da. No, okay. Whatever. Whoop! Didn't mean to open up Chrome. There we go. Okay. Such glitch, such apology hero. Allow. Look at that. Let's try it again. Let's refresh. Perfect. I want to apologize for the way I behaved. I made an error in judgment. I'm so sorry. Okay, cool. It's correct now because I'm doing the opposite. Probably never win a single season of The Bachelor. In my family, I ask for prayers for us. I think Jamie used Botnick to detective. Disingenuous. Okay, cool. It works. Great. Woof. Okay, well that means that we can add it to the web wing. Web wing. Oh. Wake me up. Wake me up inside. Save me. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to do this, but for the glitch index, file. How can you see into my eyes like open doors? Leading you down. Wake me up. Wake me up inside. Sure. Oh, it's not gonna work it because I haven't deployed it. I just, because the webwing used to be in the glitch directory, I was going to gentrifer.com/glitch, so it said this is gonna redirect to www, which now has Apology Hero on it. Let's see what this will look like when we activate Apology Hero. Apology Hero. And this is gonna have a weird promise error, but it's not gonna happen anywhere else. Cool. Apology Hero to webwing. Redirect glitch to quiet day today. It's because it's freaking hot. So we'll know that it's deployed when after graph paper here, there is a list for Apology Hero. And it shouldn't take long. Okay, that works. But why isn't this running? Delete all session cookies. Get this all. I don't need. Delete all. What the frick? Huh. What if I... You know, this sometimes happens where, like, DigitalOcean won't build everything. Watch. Let me... I'm gonna, like, edit just this. Come on. It's literally just gonna be the comment change. And let's see if DigitalOcean now actually deploys that change. Because it should. Because the glitch redirect works. But why doesn't this? Why doesn't that work? There we go. See? If you deploy a change and it works locally and not where you deployed it to, do a measly little ding dong edit and then it will just like work. It's probably just a hiccup. You know, it's, you get what you pay for, and I'm not paying much for DigitalOcean, so yeah. Anyway. Well, that's cool. We migrated a Node app in. It's not running Node, but that's fine. It doesn't need a backend. It's literally just I would like to figure out why it's not building properly, but nonetheless it is on it. And so I can go ahead and a node here, I'm going to remove apology hero. For .com, I've added that, I've added those. Cool. Great. Lovely. Okay. I think that's all I got in me today. I can show the 0 of you here my candle store site. Actually, fuck it. I'm gonna do it. And then if people are like, what have you been working on? I'd be like, I showed you, but you weren't there. So if you're watching the video on demand, let me show you what I've been doing. Bugs Rock. Bugs Rock. Bugs Rock is an 11D site. I'm gonna serve it. Here we are. This is my candle store. These are my items. And these are not the definitive prices, but it works. Look at that. And then dark mode. Continue shopping. Incredible. Anyway, little quick sneaky peeky. That's what I was doing over the weekend. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and I'll try to check in tomorrow to continue migrating some projects in. So, yeah, have a good one. Bye.